So, guys, this is Tash, and that's Grant, and this is
It's Indiebnb.
tonight. We had a great conversation with Becca Harvey from Atlanta in the band Girl Puppy. Uh, Unbelievable story of how this band has come to be so quickly, probably quicker than anybody in the history of the world. But great episode, more pretzel drama. Stay tuned.
Check it out. Roll the motherfucking tape.
All right, welcome back to Indiebnb. We're joined today by Becca Harvey from the band Girl Puppy. Girl Puppy. Becca, what is going on?
Not much. I am just chilling at my house.
This is a special episode for us. We haven't had a ton of Atlanta artists, and obviously we're here in Atlanta, so we're glad to have you ready to get some local music on this podcast.
I didn't even know that you guys were in Atlanta.
We are in Atlanta. Grant lives in Midtown, and I'm in Edgewood, so we're
I'm in
right
Virginia
here.
Highlands.
Oh,
There you
nice.
have it.
We're all like right next to each other.
Yeah, we're like all within like 2 miles of each other, but yet we're not together. But that could change soon. But we're glad to have you on. We've discovered your music and we like your music. That's why we asked you to be on here. So we're pumped to have you.
Guys.
So let's jump right into it.
I'm down.
Girl Puppy. How'd you come up with that name?
So in like high school, I really wanted to be like a singer one day and was like, I don't want to just be Becca Harvey. That's kind of boring. And I love dogs and I feel like I have the essence and aura of a puppy. So Girl Puppy just kind of stuck.
So you just came to you one day and you were like, Girl Puppy, that's it?
Pretty much.
Had
Also,
you been?
you guys hear ruckus? My cat is going absolutely crazy right now for whatever reason, sprinting across my room. So
Probably because we're talking about how you're a dog at heart, and she's like,
yeah,
He's pissed.
he's
She's like, hey.
Yeah, he's a little mad.
So, were you in bands before that? Did you have aspirations to be in a band? What was going on there?
I never really made music until high school. I was never in bands. I just really wanted to be like the people. My cat's going crazy. I'm so sorry. I need to like get him this thing out of his mouth. Anyway, sorry about all that. I wanted to just be like one of those like women in indie. I just thought that was cool. I really was like in high school and stuff, I really liked Girl Pool and Snail Mail and such. And I just wanted to be that.
Yeah, and then I read on your pages, like the Taylor Swift Hannah Montana. What's the deal with that?
That's like literally when I've been writing songs since I was probably like 7 because I was obsessed with Taylor Swift, still am, and Hannah Montana, and I thought that I would be the next. Like my mom bought me a guitar. I never learned how to play it. I would just like play what I think sounded like You Belong With Me and like play that. I really wanted to be them. And then when I got to high school, I didn't want to like make pop music as much as I used to when I was growing up. It was more like, oh no, I want to be like an indie girl because that's all the music I listened to in high school.
Yeah, so you mentioned Snail Mail. Who were some other influences of yours, that kind of molded who Girl Puppy is?
Definitely like Angel Olsen, Radiohead, Mitski. So many different, even like Interpol, so many different random influences.
Yeah, but just more sort of that indie alternative 2000s size, what it sounds like. Yeah.
Matthew Starr, like all those.
Hell yeah. Maybe some Courtney Barnett thrown in there.
Oh yeah, I love Courtney Barnett.
Yeah, I was actually talking with a buddy the other night. He'd never heard Courtney Barnett, but he literally was like, this sounds like Mazzy Star. And I was like, Yeah, that's a pretty good connection there. So
You see?
I never pieced that together, but it works out. Um, so yeah, so you start. Did you start playing the guitar in high school?
I still don't know how to play guitar.
Still don't.
I used to try and play what sounded good. Um, that's how I did like two. I made like two songs after I graduated high school, and I just put them on like Bandcamp
Hmm.
under Girl Puppy. But of course, I don't really listen to them except for like people that went to high school with me and like my family. Those are long privated now that I make
Okay,
actually good music.
that'll be a
But
good release record one day. Just
maybe
like
so. Maybe I'll do like a reimagined
here's a
version of
deep cut
those.
girl puppy.
But I never learned how to play guitar. I'm still haven't learned. Maybe one day that'll be something that I do, but for now I'm just a singer and a writer.
So how do you make the music that comes behind girl puppy?
I'll either go to my boyfriend, John Michael, who plays everything, and just like I'll hum what I want the song to sound like, or I'll tell him like the melody and he'll like come up with the guitar that comes with it. Or I'll go to who produced my EP, Marshall Vore.
Hmm.
He's very good at like coming up with melodies. So if I have words, it's very easy to just like be like, I want this song to be about this. And he'll be like, I have a melody idea. And it's like, that's great because I have all these lyrics and I do not know how to come up with melodies.
So you're almost a poet at heart to begin with.
Almost that. You could say that.
Well, most people we talk to are like, we usually come up with, a sound first and then the melody and lyrics come over the top. But it
It's
sounds
such
like you're
the
kind of the
opposite
other way
for
around.
me. Yeah, it's such the opposite. I'm constantly just like writing things in my notes of just like things that I've thought of that I'm like, oh, this could be a cool lyric. But usually melodies are pretty hard to come for me for whatever reason. I'll get a melody like when I'm driving and I'll just be like humming something. I'm like, ooh, this could be a good thing. Or like I'll wake up in a cold sweat at 3 a.m. and be like, oh, this is a cool melody idea. And I need to like hum it into my voice recorder app,
Yeah.
whatever.
So you get these lyrics and then you take them to whoever it might be and say, make this work. Is it always like they come back and it's like, yes, this is it? Or do you kind of like send it back and go, no, that's not the vibe I'm going for on this song?
Usually with my boyfriend John Michael, it's we usually have the exact same idea. And even with Marshall too, like making my EP was super easy because me and Marshall listen to all the same music anyway. So if I'm like, oh, I want this song to sound like this song and I want it to be about this particular story, and then I like tell him the story, it's very, very easy for us to like write and with the song with the melody and
Yeah.
then make it my own song. So far it's been pretty easy.
Okay.
But
So
we'll
like
see with other people.
once you get in, they kind of bring you back. I'm guessing it's not like a fully fleshed out song that they bring back to you. Is that right?
It's very like collaborative. I mean, at least with my song cheer both For You and Cheerleader, I made my first song For You with my boyfriend. And
Hmm.
that was like I was at my parents' house and I like sang out the entire song beginning to end with no it was like a cappella, but I
Hmm.
knew the melody that I wanted and I knew what I wanted the song to sound like. And then when I showed it to John Michael, he pretty easily came up with like the chords for it, and it was pretty easy. And then with Cheerleader, it was kind of different because Marshall had sent me a voice memo of him playing piano. He and his girlfriend like playing piano and like had a chorus, like lyrics and everything with the melody. And we're like, let's build something around this.
Hmm.
So that was like, that's two examples of like either I'm bringing it to the producer and I'm like, this is the melody that I have in mind. I just need a guitar. Or it's like, here we have this melody and we just need you to write lyrics and fill in the blanks basically.
Okay. So then once you go in, you're like, okay, we're gonna record this and start, really making the song. Are you coming in with like, is everything's fleshed out, or do you kind of work things out while you're recording?
Pretty much working things out. That's at least how it was for my EP. Just like doing like the writing sessions
Mm-hmm.
and then recording later. Like for my EP, we did all the writing sessions in LA and did like rough vocal tracks, but all the other vocals were recorded in Atlanta. I did like some of them at Big Trouble Recordings, which is TJ Ellis' studio in Little Five Points.
Mhm.
And then some of them at like my boyfriend's house on his microphone in his room, like very, very low key.
Yeah, we've heard about Big Trouble from you're probably the third or fourth artist to bring that up.
Yeah.
Really?
We spent a lot of time at Little Five Points, and apparently it's like you couldn't find it if you were trying. But
It's hidden.
It's there.
It's very hidden.
Yeah, I think the Babe Club
Yes,
records at Little Trouble.
they do.
And then who was the other one? I think it's another Charleston squad.
I mean, Keon Masters, maybe.
Yeah, I think Keon's been there, maybe. I don't remember, but
yeah, it's
yeah,
like
Babe Club for sure.
Yeah, I know Babe Club does their stuff there.
It's always interesting to hear because, like, I live a mile from Little Five Points, and I'm like, I've never seen this, and everyone's like, yeah, it's just like this big secret, but it's there.
I love that studio. TJ's awesome.
Hell yeah, we might have to get TJ on this podcast one day.
He should. Like
he's pumping out the tunes.
He would have a lot to say, I feel like.
Hell yes, we will make that happen. Anyways, back to Girl Puppy. So this was a creature of COVID, is that correct? Pretty much, yeah. Lots of that free time. No job, just vibes. So you were just did you like sit down and you're like, I'm gonna make Girl Puppy work, or was it you just came up with these couple songs? Not at all. It was like during COVID, during quarantine, I was living between my parents' house and my boyfriend's house. Mm-hmm. And I wrote For You at my parents' house and then brought it to John Michael. And I was like, wouldn't it just be cool to like make a song? Like, I've always really wanted to make music. Like, this would be a funny time to just like, we have so much free time right now. Like he was out of a job too. He wasn't in school. I didn't go to college. I didn't have a job. So we just made it in like a few months. And then, yeah, I think released it like April. So like the month after like full like lockdown started, Mm-hmm. And because we started making it December of 2019. So that was when I had like the idea for it, but we really got to work on it when we were locked down. Yeah, we released it in April, so during COVID, and for whatever reason, it was received well. And then I started making Cheerleader like May, so also during COVID with a lot of free time because Marshall wasn't touring with Phoebe Bridgers because none of us could tour. So he had like so much free time to work with me. And that's how Cheerleader was born. And what was the connection to Marshall? How did you know him? Just the internet. Just really? Internet friends. So the internet, so correct me if I'm wrong, but this like Girl Puppy is the first like musical act that you've been associated with. Yeah. And so you create this and then you connect with Marshall via the internet to help kind of finish it? Pretty much. It was like I knew that I would need a producer because I don't play any instruments, so I can't do a lot of stuff by myself. And I was talking to, because me and Marshall had been friends before I started making music, and I basically, because he mixed and mastered For You, and then after For You was made, I was like, John Michael's gonna like go back to school. I'm not gonna have someone that has free time to like record an EP with me. And he was like, I produce, like just I'll produce your EP, like I will make music with you. And then that's when we made Cheerleader all over voice memos and just like sending shit back and forth while I was in Atlanta and he was in Pasadena. And then we recorded the vocals for that at Big Trouble. And then I flew out to LA in August to his studio. And that's when we started working on the EP in person. Wow. And so what is his involvement? You brought up Phoebe Bridgers. What's his involvement with her?
He's her drummer
Her drummer. Okay.
and
Just
like collaborator.
wow. So you're just like set out to make an EP, and then you're right there playing with Phoebe Bridgers, drummer. I mean, she's one of the biggest acts going.
Yeah, I love Phoebe.
That must be a wild ride.
An honor, truly.
That is badass.
Wow.
Has you done any kind of like singing at all before this?
I've always loved singing. I do like karaoke and shit and would record covers and stuff. Um, and like I said in high school, I tried to like record songs, but they were shitty. But yeah, I've always loved singing, but I never really took it seriously, I guess, until I started making stuff under Girl Puppy.
So you weren't like in choir in high school?
I did I did chorus in middle school.
Okay.
If that counts.
I mean, it counts to me, but I mean, it's just an incredible rise to, I mean, a year ago, it was almost nothing. And now here we are, and Girl Puppy's being talked about. And you have the new EP coming out, the Swan EP in August.
Yep.
What can we expect from that?
Lots of sad music, I guess. Quarantine can really get you down.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of Swan. I'm like really excited for people to listen to it because I feel like I've been holding on to these songs for so long, and it's crazy that it's finally like gonna be heard by other people. Mm-hmm. I'm also just really excited to like play it for people as well.
Yeah. Is this are these like collections of songs you had like before Girl Puppy was even in existence, or are they all kind of new?
All new, all made in Pasadena.
Well,
except for one of the songs I made in Atlanta with Lunar Vacation.
Lunar Vacation? Who's that?
Lunar Vacation.
Oh, Lunar.
I'm surprised you ever heard of Lunar Vacation. They are also Atlanta based.
They are on my bands in town. They've popped up so many times, and I need to just get off my ass and go see them.
They're great.
They're good. Maybe that's the ticket for me. I needed one more validation. The algorithm keeps shoving them in my face. So
they'll be at Shaky Knees.
We will be there.
So we'll be there. So with Swan EP, is it like For You, a cheerleader, as much as I can? Will those be on it, or is it going to be all?
For You will not be on Swan EP. Cheerleader will be, and so will As Much as I Can, and then 3 new songs.
Yeah, you said everything's sad, and like I took some notes on those, and sad was in all 3 of those, but like in a good way.
Yeah, they're all pretty sad.
Nothing wrong with a sad song. I mean, it's a genre. And there went your cat. He seems sad.
Yeah, he's a little menace. He will be popping up and out. Please don't. He's in a zoomies mood. He's trying to bite me.
Little bastard.
Like the Sunday zoomies.
Sunday zoomies.
Sunday zoomies.
Tradition unlike any other.
So, I saw that you're playing Smith's Old Bar on October 25th. Will that be, I know that's not your first date on the tour, but will this tour be like your first time playing as Girl Puppy?
It'll be my first time playing ever. I've never played a show before in my life.
Are you nervous?
Yes. I'm extremely nervous. I'm usually very shy. Especially about singing in front of other people. Even like making my EP was like, I have to sing in front of people to like write songs. Like it was like a crazy thing that I was like had to stomach. It's also just like the longer it takes, I'm like the more just waiting, it's like the nerves, they go away and then they come back and then they go away and then they come back. So I have no idea how I'm gonna feel until like probably the day that tour starts.
And are you from Atlanta originally?
Yeah.
So that one will probably be like, you'll know a lot of people there.
Yeah, it'll be like family, friends, and everything. It'll be crazy.
Because you've got some stops before that, right?
Yeah. I think a few stops before that. I know we're playing in like Kansas right before that.
And who are you going on tour with?
The Districts.
The Districts. Where are they out of?
I think Pennsylvania. I could be wrong.
Do you know them, or they just hear your music and they're like, "Come on tour"?
I think that's what it was. I have not met them before. We've connected briefly on Instagram just to be like, see you on tour, you know? So I'm excited
Girl
to
Puppy,
meet them.
Girl Puppy might be the most successful campaign in the history of music. I mean, you went from like
It's
literally
cute.
nothing to I'm going on tour with these people I've never even met, and it's not. And from what I saw, it's not like a small tour. Like y'all are going to a lot of different places.
It's 17 dates.
Yeah, most people would murder for 17 dates. On a
It's
fall tour.
crazy. I'm very, very, very grateful. It doesn't feel real quite yet.
And who's coming on tour with you? Like who's gonna play with you?
It'll be my boyfriend John Michael, who's gonna play guitar. My friend and his neighbor Tom, who will be on bass. Our friend Bailey on drums, and our friend Sophia, who's from Chicago, on guitar and keys.
Okay,
So a
so
full 5-piece band.
Wow.
you've been rehearsing already, I'm assuming.
We have been rehearsing. We've been rehearsing a ton.
Right. So how many songs are on the Swan EP?
5.
5. And so are you gonna do any covers of any sort, or are you just gonna play those 5 and call it a day?
We're gonna play those 5 and then a special secret new song that
Nobody knows.
Oh,
will only be performed on that tour until it comes out.
beauty.
Well, Grant's
Wow.
favorite place in the world is probably Smith's Old Bar. So to say that we will be at that show is an understatement.
Yeah, we
That's
will.
exciting.
Yeah, I'll hop on a bird and come down Piedmont. I'm definitely
Great.
hype on that. But one of the things I'm like just astounded by your story, and I think more people need to know about it because I think it gives me hope that me as a person who's I know no instruments, I know like very little, but I love singing and I love entertaining. You can ask Tash, and maybe I could do something like you. Like that
Yeah,
is awesome. You
definitely.
come if you're passionate about something, you can go chase it, and that's definitely a awesome thing to be able to live through. And now you blink your eye and you're on a tour with 17 dates, and you're about to be massive. So it's gonna be sick. I'm so
Crazy.
pumped.
Thanks. It's so
That is
wild.
awesome.
Yeah. I never thought that I would be able to even make music. So even the fact that I've made any songs, I'm like, that's more than I could ever want ever.
Wow. Wow. Well, that's congratulations. And that's a great story, and just something
Thanks.
for everyone to think about. But I am a big Smith's Old Bar fan. That is I've claimed it as the best bar in Atlanta multiple times.
Wow.
And if you've it's something that I'm very passionate
I'm
about.
passionate about it.
But their chicken wings are to die for.
I need to go
And
more often. I've only ever been there once.
oh man, it's a good time. It's a good time during the day, porch time. I mean, I you can't beat it.
I will
But
definitely have to go again before I play there.
Just kind
yeah,
of feel it out, make sure you know where everything is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta
yeah,
get myself well acquainted.
Find the fire exits, just for safety.
yeah. Gotta case the place. It's gonna be good. But yeah, I want to hop in here to Pete Peterson's potty packet questions.
Okay.
As we drive this bus forward. So gonna be 20 questions rapid fire. Last question's always the same. And here we go. All right, cheddar or Swiss?
Cheddar or Swiss? Swiss.
MJQ or Johnny's Hideaway?
What are those things?
They are both the clubs. Pass. All right.
Pass.
Cake or pie?
Pie.
Is Bigfoot real?
Yes.
You like circus peanuts, the orange peanuts at the gas station?
Yes.
Wow.
Those are yummy.
You and
Wow,
Grant,
man.
all 2 in the world.
We're like the only 2 people who eat those, so that's good. Aliens, are they real?
Yes.
Would you rather see the sunrise or sunset?
Set.
You like Beltline or the little 5 points? A day there or the day there?
I would say Beltline.
Okay. Krog or Ponce? What's a better market?
That's a hard one. I should say Ponce because I used to work there. So I guess I should stick to loyalty and say Ponce.
Loyalty's everything. I like it. Red wine or white wine?
White wine.
Party all night or day drink?
Party all night.
Is love at first sight real?
Probably.
Chips or pretzels?
Oh, I hate pretzels. Definitely chips.
Oh my!
I hate
Bring
pretzels.
it up. Bring it up. Wow.
I only like soft pretzels.
Okay. See, all right. Would you rather be a ninja or a pirate?
Pirate.
Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Come
You
on.
already know.
You already know. All right. Hey, Pop Tarts or a toaster strudel? What do you rather have in your microwave in the morning? Or
S'mores
toaster?
Pop-Tarts.
Okay. There you go. Tendies or wings?
Tenders.
Wahoo or IHOP?
Ooh. For breakfast, Waffle House. For like food, IHOP. They have amazing burgers, honestly.
Wow, I have not heard that. Interesting. I
They're
might have to go down. And hit one. All right. At a party, the dance move you're going to pull off, would you be doing the worm or would you be doing the robot more than likely?
probably the robot.
Robot. All right. And finally, the final question that we always ask to everybody. What are some bands we might not know that we ought to check out and maybe try to get them on this podcast?
Ooh, okay. I'm like, who do I listen to that's not like already huge? Can I cheat? Can I look?
Yes.
Sure.
So, like, Taylor Swift, we've tried. She's
Okay.
She will not come on.
Not return
We don't
calls.
know why. We don't know why. She's a tough customer.
Let's see. I met so many. Oh, Gatlin out of Tennessee. She's amazing. Faye Webster, but she's already so well known, but she's also the best. This band called Heather is very good. I'm so cheating right now. Matt Maltese, he's a little London boy, but it's worth a try.
We've had some London folk on here.
I can't really think of any more.
That's a perfect amount.
Hey, that's a good amount right there. We'll get them out and we'll probably feature them on our page. One of these days here, and maybe we'll get them on board. Who knows?
You definitely should. They're all great. All
right. Well, that was Pete Peterson's party pack questions. But bonus thing, I'm a big music video guy. That is something that I've very passionate about, and I think that it's like an extra chapter behind the artist's thoughts from the song. So I mean, I watched it as much as I can video, and I gotta ask, like, what's going on with that sword? Why are you running around with that? I mean, is that your sword? Do you own that sword? Are you one of those sword people?
I do own that sword. So I can grab that sword.
Oh,
this sword was a Christmas gift from my parents.
Go.
If you guys are Game of Thrones fans, are you Game of Thrones fans?
Enough.
This needle, this is Arya Stark's sword.
Wow.
It's like from the Game of Thrones like merch website. It's not
Very
pointy.
nice.
It's not really like a real.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, like, is this a legit
I mean, it's
sword?
real. It's just not pointy.
Okay.
It won't hurt anyone. That was my cat flipping my camera. I love swords. I am a sword person. I think that they're beautiful and cool, and I wish that I could own like 10.
So, like, would you rather have like a sword to cut your steak with than like a regular knife?
Totally. That'd be awesome.
That should be your album cover.
A sword with steak?
No, you cutting a steak with a sword.
That's actually a really good idea, and I will take that into account.
Hey, you got it. They're free on here.
We'll be a little footnote.
No footnote.
No footnote. You take full credit.
No footnote. You take full credit for that because you talk about swords, and I just think that you cutting a piece of meat with a sword and like really slamming it down would be sick.
Cutting a swan.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Not
you want her
cutting a
assassinating a
swan.
swan on her album
No,
cover?
Swanee
never. They're too beautiful. I will never touch
Too
them.
beautiful. But we will cut a nice ribeye
I do
Yeah.
that.
with the Game of Thrones
Fat
sword
steak.
and be good to go.
Yeah, but well, Girl Puppy, we can't thank you enough for stopping by. Obviously, I just addressed you as Girl Puppy, even though that's your band's name. Your name's Becca, who is Girl Puppy. So
I am a puppy. It's okay.
well,
Thank you for having me.
We're stoked to have you on. Everyone's listening. The Swan EP comes out August 20th. Is that right?
Yep.
August 20th, everywhere you can listen to music. Going on tour for the Atlanta listeners, October 25th, Smith's Old Bar. Come check out Becca Harvey with Girl Puppy. There'll be a secret surprise song that no one knows about at this point. Becca, we're stoked to have you on. At the very least, you have 2 new fans here in Atlanta, and we can't wait to see you play in the fall.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Of course, and hopefully we can have you back on again one day.
Would love to.
All right. Well, that has been Indiebnb, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.